Just can't afford to wait 2 months, though, and this shortage is affecting most states because of ongoing supply chain issues coupled with a recall of some formulas because of product contamination. Doctors warn parents against watering down formula to try and make what they have last longer. They're also cautioning parents about turning to the internet for homemade recipes. Republicans have also started to knock the Biden administration for what they say is a too little, too late approach to the formula shortage. A Florida congresswoman tweeting a photo of formula sitting at a migrant detention center at the southern border. But one mom says that's really not the issue.
It's affecting all moms. It doesn't matter if you have the financial means or not.
And some people who find Baby formula are buying it up and reselling it at an outrageous price online. The president has sent a letter to the Federal Trade Commission asking the agency to crack down on price gouging both in stores and online. And the shortage is forcing some moms to come up with different ways to feed their babies. But pediatricians say some of those alternatives could be deadly to children. So the question parents have now is, with that being said, what should they do?
Yeah, Fox 8's Caroline Boyer is joining us now, and you talked with doctors and dietitians today. What are they recommending?
Natalie, Chad, the formula you buy at the store is mixed very precisely. Trying to recreate that at home would almost be impossible. Doctors are warning you should not feed your child homemade formula. If you're having trouble finding what you're looking for at the store, they have advice on where to go.
Moms are really panicked right now about how to find formula.
Lauren Marduz is a mother and a registered dietitian focusing on pediatric and maternal health. She sees firsthand the empty shelves in stores once filled with formula.
They're going to the store, formula is not available. They're seeing on online groups how to make homemade formula, things like that. So they're scared that they're not being able to feed their babies.
She and Kelly Black work in the same office. Kelly, an international board certified lactation consultant, more busy since the formula shortage began.
I've definitely seen an increase in pregnant moms wanting to breastfeed and learn more about breastfeeding.
But for those who don't have the option to breastfeed, fear is driving them to take matters into their own hands.
Homemade formula is not safe from any source.
The ingredients are very carefully calibrated, and if you're a little off, it can make a big difference.
Homemade formula could be deadly for an infant. Dr. Soren Johnson with Novant Health tells Fox 8 babies' kidneys can't process salt like adults can.
The infant kidneys are not that robust. Pretty quickly you can get electrolyte abnormalities, meaning the salts or potassium or other things like that in the blood, and potentially that could make your brain swell and lead to death.
If the baby aisle in your local store goes dry, what can you do? That depends on your child's age. Dr. Johnson says babies ages 9 months to 1 year can switch to cow's milk in addition to iron-rich foods. If your infant isn't old enough to eat baby food yet, the solution is a bit trickier.
We just keep working until we find a formula that we can provide or you can get your hands on.
Call pediatricians' offices, look for samples that they might get from manufacturers. OBGYN offices, midwife offices might have cans of formula.
If you're still unable to get what you need, head to your local hospital.
They will have formula available to feed your baby before feeding homemade formula.
Many of the name brand formulas are harder to come by. Lauren tells me you can use store brands, and most of those are very comparable to what your baby is used to. But of course, she recommends talking with your pediatrician before making any changes. Natalie, Chad.